Yeah, buddy. You should have known that they were gonna go ahead and try to push this narrative now that Justin Fields has had his struggles. But see, this is this is this is what trips me out. Okay, now they're pushing the narrative. Um, if if a rookie QB should even be starting. Okay, and this has to do with the fact that Justin Fields he struggled against the Browns. Um, he was what 6 for 20, 68 yards, and uh, he was sacked 9 times. Okay, listen, he's gonna have plenty of other mistakes like this. Okay, it's gonna be plenty of other games that are gonna come. It's a learning process. He's still loaded for potential, and he still should be starting. He's in year one. He's still a baby in terms of his NFL career. But see, you gotta you gotta talk about this, and you gotta dive into this because if they're gonna talk about Justin Fields struggling, let's bring up some quarterbacks that had horrible starts when they first began. Okay, you see, the obvious one is Troy Aikman. He had four losing seasons. Okay, and even one season, he had a donut. He was 0 and 11 at one point, and then ended up finishing 1 and 15, 1 and 15, and that was in '89. Okay, and then after after that, they really didn't talk about him anymore. But he had four losing seasons, right? You know, okay, Terry Bradshaw. Okay, he had back to back losing seasons. You know, he was uh what 3 and 5 as a rookie, and then 5 and 8 the very next year, and then ended up winning 4 Super Bowls. Okay, and I know some people don't really look at Terry Bradshaw as a supremely great quarterback, but he's still considered one of the greats. Len Dawson, you know, a lot of people don't really remember who he was, but he had a losing record. You know, he was dead last. Um, you know, two other great people don't talk about. They had losing seasons. John Elway and Brett Favre. Elway went 4 and 6 as a rookie, and ended up going what he ended up winning five Super Bowls. You know, and then Brett Favre, he was he wasn't that great when he first started out. He had a losing season. He had a losing season. Was it shoot hell? He was a backup. He was a backup with the Falcons, but he did he did have success when he went to the Packers. Though I will give him that. You know, Dan Fouts. You know what I'm saying? He was 0-5 as a rookie. You know, uh, Bob Greasy, Sonny Jernigan. You know, you before we sit up here and we start judging it, you know, Jim Kelly, he went 4-12 when he got after he got to the USFL, or when he came from the minors, and then he started. He was losing when he came in. He had a losing record. It was what, 4-12 as a starter. Bobby Lane. A lot of people don't know who he was. And then this is my favorite quarterback, Dan Marino. Dan Marino, man. You know, he had a losing record later on though. He had a losing record. Rate. I think what his 6th year, I think it was in '88. He had six. He was 6-10, but he started off solid. But um, you know, he as a first year starter, Joe Montana, he was 2-5. You know, a lot of people. Listen, you're gonna start off slow. Warren Moon, Warren Moon, he was 3-13. You know, Joe Namath, he has 6 losing seasons with the Jets. Bart Starr, you know. So before we sit up here and we automatically just start calling Justin Fields a bust and all this other stuff, stop being a prisoner of the moment. This guy is gonna turn it around. You know, he got to get used to it. The NFL is a whole nother pace. Everybody can't come in like a Pat Mahomes, but you see he's struggling right now too because they have picked up on Pat Mahomes, and plus he's got a target on his head, like I said, because he shouldn't have came out and said what he said, saying that they were gonna go 20-0. And now they 1-2, which we'll talk about that later. Because I definitely am. He gonna get the smoke too. I haven't forgot. He's not exempt from that smoke either. I have not forgot about my homeboy. Hey, you represent Texas, big dog. But at the same token, hey, we gotta speak facts. And you shouldn't have opened up your mouth and said that. Justin Fields is gonna be straight. He's gonna be straight. Now, what to what potential do I have him up there as in terms of his greatness? That remains to be seen. But he's going to turn it around. Before we start pushing narratives, before we start saying, okay, well, should rookie QB start and all this other bullshit? Come on, man. Go do your research. You'll find a lot of great quarterbacks that came out and they started off really slow and ended up doing a superb job, man. You know. So like this video, share it, subscribe, also hit the notifications too. It's Polo Sports Talking ENT, man, and I will get at y'all later.